Alright, now we'll go over how to align the trip tank. You have three options on the iDrill sim. 1 and 2 are to the far right of the screen. You'll see flow return and a little box that looks like a trip tank and a flow line. If you go right below that as well, there's a little box that looks like a trip tank and an active pit. And your third option, if you go to the very top and you drag your mouse across, you'll see trip and strip tank alignment. So let's click on any of the three. It'll bring us to a screen that looks like this. On this screen, you can see you have trip tank almost in the middle of the screen. To the far right, you have active pit mud system. And then you got a thing that looks like a riser and then a flow line and a flow meter. As you can see right now, if we're coming from the well bore, the flow meter reads 0. The valve for the flow line is open. The valve to the trip tank is closed. And if we continue going down, the valve to the active pit is open. Now if we want to line up to the trip tank, we always want to open a valve before we close one. So let's open the valve to the trip tank and then close the valve to the active. Now, to get mud from the trip tank to the flow line, you need to turn on the trip tank pump. The trip tank pump is located to the left of the trip tank. You see pump and it's off. Click on the off button, the pump will come on. You'll see your pit volume going down in your trip tank, and now you have flow in your flow meter. 75% is the correct flow rate if the trip tank is static. Now to turn off the trip tank, turn off the pump. You'll see the flow going back down, the volume of the trip tank coming back up. We'll wait for it to level off. And again, we always open before we close. So open to the active system and close to the trip tank.